Mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And with this offense, what about DJ Fluker?
Came out of Alabama, could play tackle, could play guard. He's so big, Brandon, I think he plays both at the same time.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. A look now at the defensive starters for the Cardinals. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You go take. You got take. You got take.
They run it with Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week: 16 carries, 51 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he works free. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. 8 catches, 131 yards, and also the score.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number. Really signifies that you've had a big year.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. That ball complete to Isabella. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive, and in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Kill.
Here's Carson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 39, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 16, Wilson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a 1st down.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Draw play. This is Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is end of the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
On 2nd down, it's Black. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides when that derriere And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on second down, Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down, Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Murray now, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Murray with a third and long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. And just like that, on we head to half number two. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number three. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Right back to him on first down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On 1st down, Carson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Myers' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. It's a gain of 35.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And able to get them inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Murray gets this one to Isabella. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the twist. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Switch gears.
On 2nd down, it's Black. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll keep it on the ground. Black. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Murray to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. So Wilson and the Seahawks down by 11, 1:09 to play. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Because of Patrick Peterson, I don't think that there's a skill position he can't play. How about his hands? That interception just sealed a victory for his team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Murray. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
First down, Cardinals. 57.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. That's complete to John Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Out, 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 out. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Evan Ingram, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. One last shot for Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Arizona, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.